This is the brief on comparing Dispatch and OpenClaw. You know, developers always need ways to run complex AI tasks without completely maxing out their context windows. So we've got a showdown between a lightweight Claude code skill called Dispatch and the fully customizable OpenClaw agent platform. To figure out which setup is right for you, we first have to look at their foundational architectures. First, Dispatch isn't a standalone application. It's an open-source skill inside Claude code that fans out subtasks to parallel background workers, so your main session stays totally clean. OpenClaw, on the other hand, is a completely independent, self-hosted agent platform. Think of Dispatch as a highly efficient middle manager inside the Anthropic corporate office, while OpenClaw is like renting your own building where you set all the rules. Because OpenClaw is its own building, it handles record-keeping and access very differently. Second, OpenClaw relies on explicit, user-hackable markdown files like memory.md and can even operate across mobile device nodes. Dispatch runs strictly in your terminal, relying on plan files and Anthropic's auto-memory. It really begs the question, do you want to manually curate your agent's brain, or do you prefer the system handling it quietly in the background? This difference in design philosophy ultimately forces a choice between ultimate flexibility and immediate convenience. Finally, OpenClaw gives you the freedom to swap out AI providers to control costs and avoid vendor lock-in. Dispatch trades that platform independence for seamless integration. Look, while Dispatch is incredibly productive, tying your entire workflow to one vendor's host environment is a risk you just don't take with OpenClaw. Dispatch is your go-to for frictionless parallel task execution inside Claude, while OpenClaw remains the undisputed champion for those demanding a self-hosted model-agnostic operating system.